Alright everybody, David Trungill here. Shy Guy Desert this time. World record, Mario Golf Nintendo 64. And this score is 23 under par. So, opening hole here, the wind is in a position where I could reach the green. So, I'm playing this just below center ball to get some extra loft, but I'm not putting any side spin. As you can see, the direction's nice and the wind was helping enough for me to reach the green, so it's good to start out with an eagle here. Toad Highlands, the opening hole. It's interesting that I opened up with an eagle here, but I did not open up with an eagle on Toad Highlands when I shot 25 under the other week. And I've hit 25 under a couple times, so realistically I could just keep redoing the first hole on Toad Highlands and give myself a chance to shoot 26 under, or who knows, maybe even better, but it's just, do I want to spend enough that kind of time playing the game is the question. I've already spent more time on this than I would have preferred, because video games are not the most productive pursuit, but that's okay. I do like this game a lot, so. I think there is potential, though, even on this course, to card 24 under would be really the ideal score. This is a kind of an unconventional round. I missed some eagles on the par 5s, but I still score well. So this par 5, though, I added a very subtle amount of loft and fade spin to try and keep the ball in the upper cut of that fairway. Or I should say upper shelf. I mean, the fairway lie should be consistent, but if you go too far left, you'll be on an unbalanced stance, if you will. So it's nice to stay on the right side of the fairway on this hole. It's more level. And we're going to have to upgrade to the middle putter here. So that's a well-judged putt. The middle putter is a little bit more questionable, obviously, than the short putter. It's not as precise, but it's necessary if you're going to be 28 feet away or 35 feet away on certain putts. This par 4, I decided to go right up the gut, right down the middle. You can also play it off to the right. It's just sort of a preference thing. The fairway is narrower to the right, but it's a lot more level. And we can see a little misfire there, so not exactly ideal at all. I'm going to leave myself with a testy birdie putt here. Didn't really take a whole lot of time because it's so early into the round, so I just hammered it in. That was well judged. Alright, good wind here. And this is very well played. So hole 1 and hole 5, I had the RNG. Obviously some good fortune there. And if you're going to be shooting low scores, that's exactly what it is. It's a combination of good luck and skill, capitalizing on the wind. So you need the wind to reach that particular hole, obviously, from the tee box. But, just because you receive the wind, it's not like it's given. I mean, you still have to apply the right shape on the ball and then hit it with the right power. So, and here we have no wind whatsoever. So, not a very level lie there in the fairway. So I'm gonna aim the ball off to the left. The ball is below my feet, and this is actually interesting because on the real golf course, this same concept does apply. If the ball is below your feet, you will have a tendency to hit the ball off to the right, or will accentuate a fade or a slice, and vice versa. If you're on the real golf course or playing Mario Golf, and the ball is well above your feet, that kind of tilts the club face on an angle, and that would actually accentuate a draw or a hook. So, even though this is not really like playing real golf at all, that particular aspect is similar. So I'm just going to hit this high ball, keep it low. There's a big wind, it maxes at 21 miles per hour, and that's what we're dealing with here. So the lower the trajectory, the less the wind will affect the ball flight. So I guess there's less of a variable to try and calculate. So in this case, though, I mean, you want to hit it as high in the air as you can because you're downwind, and heck, I even had a chance of maybe driving this green. Metal Mario can hit it about 400 yards if you connect perfectly with 21 miles per hour downwind. As you can see, though, I was just a little bit left there. If that would have landed, that would have been very interesting. If I would have landed a little bit to the right, it probably would have bounced on the fairway, and I think it could have caught the front part of that green, and I would have had a chance for another eagle. But a birdie will work. This hole is a monster. Man, it's a long hole for one, and the green is just insane. It is extremely elevated and slopey, and they put the pin in a weird spot at times. There's just, it's not an easy hole to eagle. And, I mean, look at that too. There's not a whole lot of depth to that green, so it's very easy to either fall short or go over the green. I'm trying to remember what happens here. I know I don't eagle it, so I'll either come up short or, let's see. Yep, okay, so short and to the left. So I gave one back to the course. Minor misfire in the chip too, but luckily I stayed up on the slope, so we have to settle for birdie there. Not much going on here in this hole. I'm just going to play it right down the middle with my push fade. And this green is a little bit tricky. I have found that again, it's downhill, and this hole does not play as long as it appears on the approach shot. A lot of times I tend to go past the pin like it did there, but that wasn't too bad at all. I mean, 8 feet past is justifiable, but there have been rounds where I've gone over that green where I really didn't think, when I didn't think I would have. So I'm going to play this on the right section of that little fairway there. It's a little bit of an island fairway. This will give me a closer and better angle towards the pin, so 72 yards away. Oh, I remember this shot. I'm thinking, go, go, go. Another chance for eagle there. But we came short, and again, you can't, the way I see it in this game is hole outs are just kind of a gift, if you will. You can't expect the hole out. You can expect to eagle par fours if you're given the right RNG and you capitalize on that win. So, but just simply holing out or making a hole in one on a par three like this, again, that is just considered a bonus or luck. And obviously, yeah, there's skill involved to hit the right shot, but you get what I'm saying. This is another hole that it's rare, especially, it's the 13th hole, but if the wind is, I would say like 12 miles per hour or more, and it's downwind, you can drive this green. Probably more like 13, 14 miles per hour wind you're going to want, but if you hit it right, you can drive this green, give yourself a look at an eagle putt, but obviously it's not the case here. But a really nice approach shot. Wow. Another excellent. And this par 5 is probably the easiest one, in my opinion, to make an eagle on this course. So hole 3 and 14 are definitely ones you always want to eagle, but holes 9 and 17 are iffy. Alright, so scorecard looks good. Significant downhill shot here, so we're going to club down to an 8-iron and hit this a couple ticks short. A little bit of a crosswind that's also helping, so let's see. Yeah, pretty well judged for distance there. Not bad at all. Alright, now, yeah, this is another one that, again, I don't have the wind helping, but with just a little bit of assistance, you can drive. It is possible, absolutely, to card a 2 on this hole. So, you know, this is an interesting discussion, too, is just how many shots or what's the potential out there for this game? I mean, realistically, if everything went perfect, you really could card like 25 under on this course. Or 26 under maybe. I don't think anyone's ever going to do that, and this game is not nearly as popular as GoldenEye or Diddy Kong Racing or Banjo-Kazooie or Star Fox, you know. So there's not that many people out there really pushing the limits for this game. I wish there were more people that were interested in this game because I think the design is fantastic and there is massive potential out there. So for me to set world records, like I said, I don't play this game constantly. Yeah, I've spent a lot of time growing up as a kid playing it, but it's not like it's all I do. I mean, I don't know. I've been playing it maybe once a week or a couple times a week since I started this YouTube channel, and I've set multiple world records. So. Oh, yeah, I remember that shot. Okay, so contrary to what I normally do, I normally add too much fade spin and I usually end right of the pin, but that's kind of an awkward lie on that little island fairway, and I actually did not put enough fade spin based on where I was aiming, so as a result, I ended up left of the green and did not make eagle there. So there's 2 par 5s there that I did not eagle. And based on where I'm at 21 under, you can obviously figure out what's going to happen here. So pretty cool ending, but definitely some potential that was still left on the course. All right, so there's a hole out. 23 under par, and as always, I appreciate you guys watching, and hopefully, you know, I would really love to have more competition and more players out there trying to test the limits for this game. So maybe we'll make a comeback. I hope it does. But in any event, there you go.